Hey, precious souls, it's Dr. Karin, and I'm just hanging at home on a Sunday, and I just had a great meditation and did a lot of writing. I was able to be a lot clearer than I usually am, and I thought I would do a really short video on some ways to meditate because I get a lot of questions on how to do it, because it's one of those kind of unknown things that we all feel like we're supposed to be doing if we're being called to some kind of spiritual path. But I think it's been overcomplicated by some of the maybe requirements that maybe you have heard, because I think that very few people can totally zen out and block their minds out of the rest of thoughts. I mean, there are people that are that enlightened, but let's be real. I can't do it. It's likely that you can't do it. So I want to give you a break, first of all, and let you know, don't stress at all about the fact that you can't pay attention, that you're ADD, that thoughts are coming and going, because you're human. So what I want to encourage you to do when you're meditating or just having just some quiet prayer time is just imagine yourself letting those thoughts come in and watching them go past. That's really the key to a more peaceful meditative experience, which is no judgment. And it's a very Buddhist kind of way of doing it. I also think Jesus would encourage us to do that as well. You know, you're a mind of a human. You've got a mind of a human, and thoughts are going to come and go. So some of the ways that we talk about doing this is just not judging them, seeing the thoughts come in, being like, okay, you're there, and then just watching them leave. They can leave in a cloud. I've been taught to also paint them with your favorite color and then just watch them leave or see them just kind of be covered up and then get back to that space of clarity. So when I meditate, I'm going to show you my prayer cushion. It's now, if you see on my webpage, the image is from this. I actually sit on this, and the area that I do my meditation and I've blessed and I've prayed over, and I feel like it has a really great vibration or spiritual presence there, whatever word you want to use. And I do use the word God when I meditate and pray. I do both at the same time. Some of you could use the word source or whatever you want to use. But, you know, it's really all the same thing. So I sit on my prayer cushion, I take a deep breath, and that's how we begin. So I've been taught to think about the ocean, and the ocean ebbs and flows, and that's how your breathing should be. So in and out like the water coming into the shore and out of the shore. And that's how we calm our body, and we teach ourselves that it's time to relax. So spiritually, what you're doing in that moment is you're actually raising your vibration, which brings you closer to a higher power and closer to whatever you believe is out there assisting you. I believe we have angels and guides, and it gets you to a place where you can be more open and more sensitive spiritually to the messages that they may be giving you, or just the support or encouragement or just love that you may be seeking. So the breathing is important. Now, physically, when we breathe like that, we're also lowering our metabolism, and we're telling our body to slow down. You know, meditation's been shown to improve your immunity. It increases happiness. It increases overall well-being. Even if you just I would just challenge you, not even challenge you, I would encourage you to do just about 2 minutes a day. Forget the 15, 20, 30-minute thing in the beginning. Nobody can do that, so don't stress if you haven't been able to. Just do 2 minutes. Sit down, bless your space, take some deep breaths, and the thoughts are going to come in. Just see them go. Paint them orange or blue or whatever you choose. And just watch them leave. Be gentle with yourself. The reason that meditation is so good for you spiritually, besides that it connects you, is it gives you a break. It releases you from clinging to the stressors, clinging to those things that disconnect us from our higher power and from our internal guidance system, and gives us a break to where we can connect more with the system that is inside of us, that is in our spirit, so that we can have more clarity during the day, and that's what increases happiness. So again, you're going to sit into your breathing, sit in a cross-legged position or with your legs straight. Sometimes I tuck my knees up under me with the prayer cushion, and I have my hands usually like this as I'm sitting. The belief is that you have a receptive and a giving and a receiving place in your palms, and that if you keep your hands open, you will receive more of the spiritual energy. Now, if that's not comfortable for you, it's okay to put them in your lap at your heart center. You can raise them up. Oftentimes I do. And what I do when I finish the breathing is that I then ask God to be with me. And the way that I do it is I envision white light coming down from heaven and surrounding me. And I do believe that it happens, even though it is unseen, unless you can see auras and lights and things like that. It happens if you believe it. So I close my eyes and I say, Dear God, please bless this space right now. Please let your white light come and flood the space around me. Please surround me, and please fill me up with your light and with your joy and with your peace. And then I picture it literally coming in, and with each breath that I take, I picture my lungs filling with this white, sparkly light, and I picture it going through all my blood vessels, into my arms, into my mind, into my lower regions, and I just picture myself being filled up. And I do believe this is happening. I do believe God's presence is a very white, pure light. And if another color calls to you that day, that's because there's some other needs in your body. If you believe in the chakra system, certain colors are specific to certain chakras. So if you feel like you need blue that day or green, call it in. Just whatever feels right to you, breathe it in. Accept the light of God that is trying to bring you to a place of peace. And just fill up. Thoughts will come and they will go. And then just simply ask, where will you have me go today? What will you have me do? Please guide me along this day. Please guide me in my soul's journey. Please speak through me. Please speak to me and have me do those things that are of my highest good and of the highest good of those around me. And whatever else you feel led to do. In your space, you can have special things. I have a few special trinkets that I have around my space that bring me hope and joy. There's hope. That represent something that makes me feel good. And so you don't have to have anything in particular there. The point is that the energy or the spirituality or the love that is coming off of those objects helps you feel more radiant and more connected to the power that you're trying to become closer to. In the end of your meditation, whether you go 30 seconds or 2 minutes, take another deep breath. Thank that spirit that you've called in. Just express gratitude and ask that he, she be with you all day, and that you go in peace and that you go with purpose. Good luck, and let me know how it goes.